Hi everyone, my name is Stefanus from ISA. Today I will give some introduction regarding the event for Indonesia Startup Insight 2020 and also our topic for this event, Reshaping Our Future. On behalf of the organizer, we want to give appreciation for all the sponsor, supporting partner, mentors, and startup who contribute to our event. And also especially for our young team to prepare within several months for this event. As you know, now is the timing for all the startup, all the business owner, venture capital, and also as an Indonesian, we need to think about reshaping our future, not only impact to Indonesia, but also impact to the world. Why Indonesia? As you know, Indonesia is a diverse archipelago nation of more than 300 ethnic groups, has chartered impressive economic growth since overcoming the Asian financial crisis and today. And Indonesia become the world's 10 largest economy in terms of purchasing power, parity, and a member of the G20. As you know, Indonesia culture is very rich. Indonesia heterogeneous culture coupled with its economic growth and thriving business environment. And in terms of the digital connectivity, Indonesia will be a place and also the economic digital to connect a lot of islands. Indonesia have more than 17,000 islands and we need digital connectivity. And as you know, why Indonesia could be your next big growth market. I just share a little bit about my personal sharing. Originally, I'm from Bandung, from West Java, a small city in the region. I came to overseas in Singapore 2008 until now. As a serial entrepreneur, I realized a lot of difference between how I'm coming from the local Indonesian when they come abroad to overseas. If you can see in the current situation like pandemic era, we need to adapt and we need to think, especially how as a startup, how as a business owner, how as a entrepreneurs to think for the future in the crisis in the world like this. And as you know, reshaping our future cannot happen without change the mind and also change the habit, because this coronavirus kills everything. As you can see, before the COVID-19, meeting physical contact is the must, especially in the Indonesia culture. We like, and we always meeting together. But reshaping our future force us to think, to change, and to create new opportunity. As you know, as a startup system and ecosystem in Indonesia, Jakarta itself, from the survey, they have a number 2 in the survey as a startup ecosystem city in the world. And we have an annual growth, digital annual growth, quite significant. And in the next normal digital transformation, as a young Indonesian, when it comes to overseas, we need to think not only in the local market, but we need to think how we serve in the global. Next normal is the change in the timing, is the opportunity, how we transform ourselves to be more digital, more online, more connected. Because we have a lot of area we need to improve, from the trade, finance, health, education, transportation, raising fund, agriculture, and culinary. If you can see the trend coming like cryptocurrency, blockchain, fintech, they have a lot of new regulation implemented in the world, also in Indonesia. If we can see with a trend like this, we need to create the infrastructure, we need to create the mindset, we need to give awareness to the education, because it's the timing is very different with 20-30 years ago. This is the timing to change and to adapt with the new things. As you know, Indonesia is the big country with a lot of potential, and the mobile user in Indonesia is increased yearly, every year, and they have 66% of the Indonesian population is unbanked or underbanked. So this one, the opportunity to us as a business owner, as a startup, how to tap in with the potential for Indonesia archipelago like this. Why we create Indonesia Startup Insight? Actually, when I saw in Singapore from several years ago, a lot of community here, they have a lot of activities. The most activities I saw is the musical drama. Many communities, especially Indonesian communities in Singapore, they create musical drama. It's good, which is very excellent. But when I saw a lot of event is focusing for the art, I still see the opportunity about the startup, about the entrepreneurship. So starting from 2015, we as an Indonesian diaspora in Singapore, we create Indonesia Startup Insight. And at that time, still as a showcase. Gradually, yearly and after, we see a lot of exposure, a lot of startup coming from several cities from Indonesia come to Singapore. And after that, we create the yearly event. And very interested is the startup need a platform to learn from industry experts and gain the right exposure as to mentors, investor, and the right target market. They coming from Jakarta, Bandung, Surabaya, Medan, Batam, even from Kalimantan also at that time. But unfortunately, in this year, because the COVID-19, we create a startup event online using the hybrid system. So if you can see a lot of opportunity when we think creatively. Of course, now is the timing, physical distancing, safe entry, and how people make effective using online. So we have a lot of support from, especially from Indonesian Embassy in Singapore, from the Indonesian Diaspora Organization, Indonesian community in Singapore, and also the good thing, because the COVID-19, we have support also from Europe, from Africa, from Sri Lanka, not only from Indonesia. It's a opportunity to us. And also we have some partner from Japan, from Hong Kong, from China, and also from several neighborhood countries like Malaysia, Brunei, Vietnam, Thailand. So it means the Indonesia startup now coming to the next level, because now we have young people who help us to think, to create, and to organize this event. If you can see, Indonesian startup needs to think globally and act locally. Huge opportunities for investor and venture capital, because the tightening, the traveling now. So you can see the best startup from several months. We selecting them and they come on board in the virtual event. We need also collaboration and mentorship, because it's very critical, important for Indonesia startup. And the objective for Indonesia startup also, we want to replace the word problem with the word opportunity in all our thoughts. There's a need for the platform, for the startup, to gain the right exposure to mentors, investors, and the right target audience. So we hope from this event, all supporting partner, judges, mentors, exhibitors, startup, sponsor, keynote speaker, and also the platform itself, some partner can get opportunity to collaborate together. So the last thing is Indonesia Startup Insight 2020 is for you. Enjoy and still connect and grow together, reshaping our future, starting from us, starting from you, starting from me. And we hope Indonesia Startup Insight can be one of your solution. Thank you.